Good morning. This is Greg Suttie on Soccer. I'm here with Boris Pardo. This is last year's Goalkeeper of the Year, and he's got a little bit of help in goal this year. We brought in Diego. First question I have, Boris, is how's that going to play out with your time on the field? Are you the goalie? Are they going to tandem the play? How's this going to play out?
I mean, that decision is going to be up to Phil, determining how
What
the
do you
matchups
expect?
are. I mean, we're going to share time.
Yeah.
It's something similar to what Chris and I did a couple years back.
Right.
So it just depends on who's performing well, and also matchups. I mean, Diego's earned all of our respect.
Well, and he had
he's a
great
solid
numbers
goalkeeper.
last season too.
Yeah, he's a solid goalkeeper. So it's all up to Coach Phil and the coaching staff.
Well, it's pretty outstanding. Looking at it from the stands, looking on the field, and looking at the team as they take the field, I'm pretty excited about having him on our side because there's some incredibly tough road trips,
Yeah.
back-to-back games.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys are going to be going to the East Coast and then straight down to Mexico and then straight over to Florida, and it's
Yeah.
all going to be on the road. A couple of those are going to be back-to-back.
Yep.
And I just worry about injuries.
Yeah, and I think that's a big thing of why they wanted our roster to be so deep, so that we can have fresh legs when we are playing those games. I mean, our schedule is pretty insane with the travel.
Yeah.
Even this weekend. Sonora's a
That's
solid
right.
team. Ontario's a very, very good team.
Right.
So, we got to manage the legs and make sure everybody's ready. So that's the message they've sent out.
All right, Boris, I'm going to rewind the memory tape a little bit, and I'm going to go back to the last game of last season. I was literally 10 feet behind you when that ball came flying off the crossbar down into the goal. That was the game that the entire season, the building of the roster, that team, that moment, that game was the game that the Sockers were designed to win. And it didn't work out that way. Talk a little bit about that.
I mean, so if you look back at the tape, I mean, the game opened up a bit. They had a lot of chances, and they were prepared. We were prepared. It was just the ball can roll different. It's indoors, so
right. That's right.
I think mentally we obviously it was a sad time. It took a long time to get over that.
No doubt.
But it's only going to make us stronger, and plus it'll give us that experience of being in those games.
That's right.
I think that's what we needed as a team to grow is that more experience in those pressure situations, those pressure games.
Right.
That's why I think the schedule is so difficult this year to prepare us for moments like that.
I love it.
Because if we play Tacoma, 6 times in a row, or Ontario 6-7 times in a row throughout the season, it's not to take anything away from them. They're very good teams, but it's not going to prepare you for teams from the East Coast or from the Southwest Division.
That's right.
So I think
Absolutely.
The more challenges you face, and you are going to face losses. So
sure.
I know San Diego, teams, they want to win, but I mean, you look at Baltimore, they'll lose a few games during the season, but come time in playoffs, they're ready.
I know.
So so it's a learning curve for sure. We had a lot of young guys too that aren't experienced in those kind of games.
Yeah.
So there's some guys that have been there before and haven't made it. So, yeah.
Well, I mean, most of the core of the team is back again this season. We talked about Diego. We brought Slav in, and I was just talking to Slav, and I'm thinking these two guys might just be that little extra push plus the experience you're talking about from last season. But then we open up the season with a loss against Turlock. What's up with that?
I mean, that's like 8 months of bad habits that we have to get out of our system in 2 weeks.
Interesting.
So I think it's just a team that has drastically improved. Turlock, you got to respect them.
Yeah.
They're not going to be a pushover team like in the past. They're going to be a team that's going to make a statement here and there in the season. But I think it's just 8 months, 7 months of bad habits, playing, wherever the guys go, whatever they're doing, and myself including. That you have, and now you have to get back into the groove and get your mojo back. So I think I think we're on that track again.
Yeah,
it's a tough. It was just a tough game to, and maybe it was something we needed to wake us up. I mean, we needed that last year against Tacoma.
Exactly. I was just going to say the same thing. Early in the season, Tacoma comes in, takes that one win, the only loss of the whole season. But talking about Tacoma. Gut check turnaround. You guys go up to Tacoma, and especially the second half, San Diego just owned it.
And we started to gel a lot more and much better. We were finding each other. We were working hard for each other, and just the angle play. Indoor, it's all understanding and getting used to the angles and the boards and who you're with. So the more we train the way we've been training, the more games we have, like the one we had against Tacoma, we're going to be successful and hopefully we'll put ourselves in a position again to try and get to that final.
So now, this coming Friday, a couple days from now, Ontario's opening up their season. This is their season opener. Mm-hmm. They've been sitting sort of like the Sockers had last year. Mm-hmm. This long wait while everybody else is, on the field. I'm not sure if I could determine that to be a plus or a minus on Ontario's behalf, but they are coming in fresh. Yeah. They've brought in the Tayu brothers. Mm-hmm. They've re-signed Jermaine. Of course, Chris is in goal. Talk a little bit about this coming weekend.
It's going to be a battle. It's going to be a good game. We respect who they are as a club and team and the players they have. But, we're not going to alter anything just because of one or two players. We're going to play the way we've always been playing against them. We got to match up physically. We got to make sure that we're connecting the dots. We're making those runs and we're committing to defending. If we do that, we commit to defending, we're going to find chances on the other end.
Well, I'm really excited about the season. When I've gone through some sort of, roller coaster with the schedule. At first, it's like, you got to be kidding me. But then to your point, a better preparation through the season. The most important thing is making the top four in the conference, getting in the playoffs. That's what matters.
Let's get to the playoffs.
That's right.
And then once you're there, and it's a whole new season.
It's a whole new season. Mm-hmm. Boris Pardo, thanks so much for joining me today.
Thank you.
All right, go enjoy breakfast, man.
Thank you.
All right. Boris Pardo, this is Greg Suttie. Thanks for watching. Hey, guys, if you like what you just watched, follow me on social media. Go to SuttieOnSoccer.com, click on the Patreon link, and support me there. Thank you very much.